What is going on, guys, and welcome back to Touchdowns to Home Runs. My name is Bernie. Thank you for joining us today on the Touchdowns to Home Runs show. Hope that your day is going absolutely fantastic. And what a night it's been for Toronto Raptors fans this season, which was disappointing in the regular season, is not all for nothing, as the Raptors have jumped up all the way into the top four. I'm super excited. I think we're going to be getting a really talented player building around that core that the Raptors already have. Now, of course, it's not the number one pick, so we're not going to be Cade Cunningham, and I assume at 2 and 3 it's going to be some mix of Evan Mobley and Jalen Green in either one of those orders. But that still leaves the Raptors with a ton of talent still on the draft board. So today we're going to be breaking down some of the players that are right in that Raptors range and who I think the Raptors should go with. So the first guy that I want to break down is Jonathan Kuminga. 6'8", 205 pounds, small forward and power forward. Of course, played last year in the G League. Averaged 15.8 points per game, 7.2 boards, and 2.7 assists. He may not be a center, but he does help the Raptors, I think, with some positional needs. Helps with rebounding and gives the Raptors a little bit of a bigger lineup. He's extremely athletic, nearly unstoppable around the rim. He can finish through traffic with both hands. I think he's really exactly what the Raptors could use in this type of lineup. He's an efficient shooter that can actually extend out to the perimeter. So even though he's a big man, definitely has that range. He's an efficient scorer, but can still pass out of drives on defense. Has good timing, able to block shots, and again, I think it makes sense for the Raptors positionally. I don't know if this is necessarily the best pick. The top guy, I think, in terms of what the Raptors needed positionally was Evan Mobley, but unless the Raptors trade up, I don't think that's going to be possible. But I think if you're looking to add size into the Raptors lineup, which is something that they definitely could use, Jonathan Kuminga, definitely a guy to take a look at. A really interesting one, Jalen Suggs, 6'4", 205-pound point guard from Gonzaga. Last year for the Bulldogs, 14.4 points per game, 5.3 boards, and 4.5 assists. Also 1.9 steals, and Jalen Suggs is a guy that I absolutely love. He's really exactly what you look for in a point guard. He's got great leadership, tools to make impacts on both sides of the basketball, tremendous athleticism and speed that helps on fast breaks, and he's able to blow by defenders as well, even in the half court. He reads the game well. He's a very solid passer, very decisive, elusive when he has the ball. Again, exactly what you want from a point guard. He's versatile, capable of playing the two because he moves really well off ball. Makes him slightly more appealing, I think, because it gives the Raptors a little bit of extra movement depth-wise with already a surplus of guards. I think Jalen Suggs is a guy to look at if you're planning on signing and trading and letting Lowry go. He gives you a bit of that leadership as well. I don't know exactly what the Raptors want to do with VanVleet. Again, they got a ton of guards that you can play around with. But, one potential lineup is you sign and trade Lowry. You potentially get a center, hopefully in a package back, and then you put Suggs at the 1, VanVleet at the 2. But even if not, Suggs is a guy who could provide you some, big boost off the bench. The Raptors last year had some issues depth-wise, and I know part of that was because of injuries and, guys who had to move into the starting lineup that would normally be on the Raptors bench. Number 4 really limits the Raptors' options, though. We'll go over some of the guys that are a bit lower down, guys that would be picked, probably 5 and 6, which isn't necessarily in the Raptors' range, but guys that definitely the Raptors could look at. If potentially you want to trade the pick and get a center in a return package back if the Raptors don't feel like any of these guys really fit what they're trying to do. One potential guy would be a Scottie Barnes. If the deal's right and you want to trade back probably to 6'9", 225, small forward from Florida State. Last year, 10.3 points per game, 4 boards, 4.1 assists. He's a really versatile guy as well. And he's a great two-way player. Got the speed, the strength, allows him to attack the rim. Like really nobody else in the class, handles the ball well. A very solid passer for a combo forward. Makes him really an intriguing prospect because of his ability to defend every position. He's got great lateral quickness. Again, tremendous energy. A little bit inconsistent shooting, but I think that's a guy to look at. But I think, really positionally, unless you're getting Evan Mobley again, you can't really do much. And the Raptors don't have a ton of options at number 4. But again, I'm really super happy that the Raptors did end up moving up in the draft. Obviously, the season isn't all for nothing. And I think the Raptors really have some big decisions now. What you do with Lowry, I think, affects who you draft come draft night, and maybe even where you draft if the Raptors end up moving this pick. But anyways, guys, if you did make it to this point in the video, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts, your predictions. Who do you want to draft at number 4 down in the comment section below? As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.